Disney Vacation Club allows guests to own a piece of the magic by welcoming our members to our themed Disney resorts with all the special comforts of home. Built on a foundation of inspiration, our cast members from all over the world create magical memories for our guests. This foundation all starts with our values. Our cast members are taught and believe in our values of teamwork, transparency, inclusion, trust, and honesty. And it shows in every aspect of their roles. As an advanced sales associate, you'll make the first contact with our guests.
I get to speak with guests, and that's my job. I get to just give them a taste of what vacations could look like for their future.
It's a first introduction to the Disney Vacation Club product and setting the guest up correctly for their open house experience.
This is a commission-based role.
Every 30 seconds is a game. You have to size them up, relate, and bridge the conversation real quickly.
I have to develop a rapport with folks. They have to trust me. We talk about Disney Vacation Club. They want to see that I'm being earnest. So I think trust is very important and key to being successful in this role.
The main part of my role is guest services. If guests have questions, they can come to me and ask. If guests seem lost, they can get directions. And when I can actually start talking about Disney Vacation Club, I get to start them down a path that can completely change the way that they vacation for the rest of their lives.
The more I help them, the more time I have with them, the more they trust me and I can relate with them. They're going to give me a few more minutes to what I really want, and I want to talk about the Disney Vacation Club.
Advanced sales associates earn the privilege to work in high-traffic locations with great performance.
I was recently in a resort, and I had a guest come up to me and ask me where the general store was. And I was sitting behind my desk, and I answered the question. She said, "Well, what do you do here?" And I said, "Well, I work for the Disney Vacation Club." And her immediate response was, "Oh, no, I'm not interested in that. That wouldn't be for me." We talked about her vacation. She told me what she just spent on this vacation. I gave her the price range of the membership, and I could see an immediate change in her demeanor, and there was an interest. She ended up going on tour, and she bought almost $50,000 worth of membership. And it went from a conversation about a general store to the next 50 years of her life with vacations. It was pretty exciting. It was nice.
Advanced sales associates are accountable to monthly quotas that we call minimum performance goals.
There's some days where I'm constantly talking to people about Disney Vacation Club and they are eager to learn. And there are some days where they don't really want to have anything to do with learning about Disney Vacation Club, and then it's 100% guest services.
The circumstances are different every day. You're in a different location, you meet different people. The weather might be a factor, the crowds might be a factor. It makes it very challenging and interesting and a lot of fun.
We're required to go through 5 non-negotiables. These are all necessary things that the guest must know and understand before they take the next step, which is actually going on a van ride over to our open house preview center.
The 5 non-negotiables are one-time purchase price, annual dues, guests are purchasing a deeded real estate interest, duration of membership. The open house requires 60 to 90 minutes of the guest's time.
If I don't set up their understanding correctly, they may have a misunderstanding of what they're actually going over there for, and that could lead to a negative guest experience.
Like most sales roles, advanced sales associates must be resilient, as only 30% of the guests you speak with will choose to visit the open house presentation.
My role is a numbers game, and it's up and down. At times, if I'm suffering and not booking enough tours, I go back to my notes, go back to the basics, and remember what it was like. I may be forgetting to say something that I used to always say that brought me success. I just go back to basics.
The skills that make you successful in this role is just being able to talk to people.
You need to be patient, you need to be a good listener, and you need to have a good sense of humor and be able to have that come across with your guests. They celebrate the individual here. You're hired because of who you are. We're not cookie cutter, everyone is different, and that works in your role. They don't want you to be that way.
Disney is just who I am. I can't imagine. I feel like another company would think I was a little too much if I was there, because I love to smile, I love to be happy, and I feel it's just accepted here. How I am, a personality, the people who I'm around, we all kind of build a family environment, and I love that. I love feeling like I'm coming home.